Okay, now this video is actually about question number 41. But since this is also the last video before your actual science paper, just a few reminders because I discovered I didn't have a time to speak my last words before your prelims science. Okay, now one thing to note about MCQ, give yourself about 40 minutes, 35 to 40 minutes, all right, with your open-ended going into about 1 hour 10 minutes or less. Okay, the full paper is actually about 1 hour 45 minutes, so do give yourself some time to write because open-ended, although it's a small percentage, it's only how many percent? It's only 44%. This one is 56%, but there's a lot of writing going on to earn that, and you have experience for yourself. People who gets the grade A or the A star are people who actually tend to score well here. Alright, because generally most of you will be doing fine here, of course, unless you have an accident from MCQ. Okay, so I would still think that open-ended is a deciding factor between a A person and a B person. Do spend some time on that. Okay, of course, don't neglect on your MCQ as well. Alright, so that's one. Now, 1 mark question, generally, can you please make sure you keep it to 2 or at most 3 lines of answer? Okay, and for 2 mark kind of questions, yes, 3 lines is usually a must. You can even go up to 4 lines. Alright, and the reason why you are tending to write more, which I can see from your daily homework now, is because you know that there's an evidence 1 to make, there's a result 1. With the result, it leads to a hidden evidence number 2, and also result number 2. Okay, so a lot of good practices has happened in our SA1. We have already discovered that our secret weapon is CAR. Alright, some of you likes putting your CER at the side and then telling yourself, okay, I'm done with this, okay, I'm done with this, okay, I'm done with this. That's one way. Some people likes to probably label it. So you write something and you say this is evidence 1. Right, and then you say this is results 1. Alright, it makes good practice to do that because under stress, you may not know that you have missed out on your evidence or result. Don't be so afraid to label it, even if it's wrong. Okay, the idea of labeling it is just to remind yourself, hey, have I missed out on one part of being a good lawyer? Have I missed out on the result? And just talking about the evidence. Okay, so these are the little things to take note of. So let's go to question number 41, our last question. Okay. Question 41, you have got this girl who released the ball 20 grams, and in this 20 grams you are going to have it rolling from P to Q, Q to R. It doesn't seem to go up to S at all, so the question is why it could not reach point S. Okay, same thing, you know there's some energy being converted, right? Please, energy is never lost, so please don't talk about it. Alright, it's just converted. So we will explain in the form of maybe the word some. Alright, we won't say all because it didn't stop moving. Some of the kinetic energy. Let's talk about where is this kinetic energy in the ball, alright? Or from the ball is nicer. From the ball is converted to heat energy, sound energy. Okay, so if I could actually say this will be something like an evidence. Okay, the conversion part is our result. Then for evidence number 2, because it's been converted, that is 1 point, right? So you have got lesser kinetic energy already, right? And with this lesser kinetic energy, it is not able to move up to point S. Okay, now this is one complete answer. You have your evidence 1, your results 1, your evidence 2, your results 2. Okay, now there is another group of people who sees it in a different way. I'm going to use blue color as a second version of answer, and I thought the answer was quite interesting as well for you to consider. All right, you may not feel safe writing that, but something for you to consider. Now another group of people thinks this way. When the ball actually comes down to Q, it seems that the height difference causes the GPE to reduce, right? Because of the difference in height. Now, because of the low GPE, there's also a conversion. You will convert to lesser kinetic energy also. So some people explain in this way, which is fine because scientifically it's true. Something that's lower will have lower in height will have a lower GPE anyway. So the one in blue is I don't think many people do that, but if you do that, this answer is not wrong as either. In fact, it's quite a good answer as well. You're looking in terms of height. All right, so you can mention that if you are that kind of person who thinks in this manner. All right, now next, now you have 50 grams. Wow, mass is heavier, right? So straight away write down mass heavier or mass higher. So why? What happens with the mass that's high? You will have a higher GPE, right? I see a pair of comparison word. Okay, then it leads to the next evidence. With the higher GPE, you will see that it converts into higher kinetic energy. So the result will be higher point than original, or higher point than R. Oh, I do miss out something. How would the result be different? There needs to be a choice. The choice will be the ball will reach up higher. Then there must be a point you are telling me. Point R. You do need to tell me which point it lands at. Alright? Be clear in your science answer. Okay? Forgot about the choice. So your choice and your evidence are all in. Alright, I think it spells problem. I seem to be thinking too fast. You are expected to write a choice, but thinking too fast, you went straight into results and evidence. Okay, if there's a choice to be made, please make the choice first. How would the result be different? That is a choice. Asking you to make a choice. Would it be higher? Would it be lower? Alright, with that, I end our homework for science. And all the best. Do your very best. Manage your time well. Those who have not been able to complete your paper for SA1, please make sure you plan your time well this time around. Okay, we'll see you back in class.